Hi everybody, I'm Katrina Jones. I'm a qualified Reiki master, and I just thought I'd give you a little talk today on Reiki. It's sort of like a beginner's guide to Reiki. I know there's a lot of people that are quite interested in maybe having Reiki treatment, but don't really know what it involves, and maybe just want to know a little bit more about it. So this is for you. So I've got notes here because I have the brain memory of a gnat. So I just need to refer to them every now and again because otherwise I'll completely forget, and I don't want to forget anything that I want to tell you. And also I apologise in advance if there's any dog barking in the background because I have a few dogs wandering around here as well. So anyway, we're just going to start with the question of what is Reiki? Now, Reiki is energy healing, and it works on the chakra energy centers in the body, and it balances them so that the body will self-heal and will work much better, as it should. So I know for some people, like, you go, what is the energy? It's all a little bit whiffly waffly, airy fairy. Well, no, it's not. So let's just look at it a bit more deeply, and then we can understand why it's not. So we all know we need to eat, and we need to eat to refuel our bodies, and that food goes into our body and is turned into energy. So the energy in our bodies is vital. Our bodies will not work without it. So we couldn't lift our arms, wave. We couldn't think, our hearts wouldn't beat, our lungs wouldn't breathe. We couldn't do anything without energy in our bodies. It's like taking the plug out of a kettle. Without the energy, the kettle doesn't work. Without energy, our bodies don't work. Although we are a lot more complex than a kettle, I hope. So we know, because we can see it, that the blood travels through our body. And in the same way, energy travels through our body. It's just that we can't see it. But if it didn't, then we couldn't do all these different movements and different things. So there are 9 different energy systems in the body, but the one that we're going to look at today, because it's the one that Reiki works on, is the chakra system. So that means our next question is, what are chakras? So the chakra energy system, each chakra is like a spinning wheel of energy, and it works with the organs, it surrounds the organs, and it stores memories. And we have 7 different chakras, and they go in a straight line down the body from the crown of the head to the groin. And each chakra is responsible for different emotions, different physicalities. So for example, if you were having problems with communication, it would be fairly likely that you would be having problems with your throat chakra. And if you were having problems maybe with anxiety, that would be your solar plexus. So different chakras do different things. But they all work in conjunction with each other. And this is the thing, the energy flows through the body. And when our bodies are working perfectly, it flows smoothly. But we quite often have physical injuries, or we may have mental and emotional trauma. And this stops the energy from flowing as it should. And it may block it, or it just may disrupt it. And it means that our bodies aren't working as they should, and our health suffers. So really, Reiki is working to balance the chakras and get everything flowing smoothly through the body. And that's how it promotes the healing, is that everything starts working as it should. So, how does it work? Well, a Reiki treatment takes place fully clothed. Normally you're lying on a massage couch. You have a pillow, you have a blanket, so it's lovely and relaxing, very quiet. You'll be in a place with no distractions. And first of all, the Reiki practitioner will just check and see how your chakras are, whether there's any blockages. And normally they'll do that with a pendulum. So once they've checked to see how your chakras are, they will then start the treatment. So there are set hand positions that you can work with in Reiki, but most Reiki practitioners, myself included, work sort of on an intuitive level. So we get a feeling of where we should start on the body, where we should go to next, where might need a little bit more attention. And the clients can let us know as well. So, for example, I had a client who had a new knee, and she wanted a lot of Reiki focused on that to try and help with the healing, which it did. Also to let you know that the energy that we use is not our energy. We are just channeling the energy. So the energy comes from the source of the world, really, the source of energy in the world. And this is different things to different people. Some people sort of say, oh, it comes from the universe. Other people say it comes from God. But it really is all the same thing. It is that energy that makes our whole planet work. And so we just channel that. It's not our energy. And Reiki energy is always used for the highest good. So it can't do any harm. It is always a good energy. And Reiki energy knows where to go in the body. So if it's needed in a particular area of the body, the Reiki will go there. And it also knows at what level to work at. So you can work on a man who is 20 stone, and you can work on a baby, and the Reiki will adjust to that person. So what conditions are used to treat with Reiki? Well, Reiki is very good for all emotional traumas, for things like anxiety, depression, if there's maybe a history of abuse. Reiki is wonderful for all of those. And it's also great for minor illnesses like stomach aches or headaches, but also then more serious things like cancer, digestive problems, nervous problems, nervous system problems, autism. There are lots and lots of different things that Reiki will treat. It is absolutely amazing because it's working with your body. It's working with the energies in your body. And as I said before, we need energy for everything to work properly. So what does the Reiki experience like? So, well, it's different for everybody, but mostly people feel a profound sense of relaxation. They'll feel a sense of well-being, of calm, because it calms the body. And even if you've got a serious condition, it will work in conjunction with that. It will work in conjunction with traditional medical advice and procedures. So surgeries, drugs, whatever you may be having conventionally for your illness or problem, then Reiki will work with that. It's not a problem. You can't sort of say, oh, I can't have Reiki, because it works with everything. But that is not to say you should abandon your standard treatment. It will work in conjunction with that. and be very, very helpful. And with things like cancer as well, you will find sometimes, that you have problems with the treatment. The treatment, the chemotherapy and things like that are very, very hard on your body. And Reiki will help with that as well. So, another of the questions I was asked was, can you treat pregnant women? Absolutely. Absolutely. And in fact, I think one of the most amazing Reiki experiences I've ever had was working on an extremely pregnant lady. And it was absolutely magical. And the connection I felt with that baby, that unborn baby, was absolutely beautiful. And the mother felt wonderful after the treatment. And she then went on to have a really easy birth, and the baby has been amazing. So it really worked. And babies, newborn babies, little babies, love Reiki. Reiki again adjusts to the size they are, because obviously they're tiny, very delicate. And Reiki adjusts to that, and babies really love Reiki. So yes, you can totally do Reiki with pregnant women. So sometimes with a Reiki treatment, you will feel like during the treatment, you may feel different sensations. Some people can feel a tingling. A lot of people feel a warmth, and that's obviously the energy flowing and working. And you can feel sort of bodily sensations, like stomach rumbling, things like that. But as I said, mostly it's just with all that, you feel a lovely relaxation. It's a very, very calming treatment. So afterwards, for some people, they may experience what is called a healing crisis. And that healing crisis is really just your body trying to balance itself, get everything working again properly. And it's a good thing. It's a good sign, this, because it means that the treatment is really working on your body. You may experience things like nausea. You may need to go to the toilet a lot. You may be very tired. You may be very energized. You may feel fantastic. There will be different ways of feeling, but don't worry about them, because this does mean your body is processing everything, and it's a good thing. And it normally only can last maybe an hour or so. It can last 24 hours, 48 hours max normally. And you just have to be with the fact that your body is working through everything, and that this is bringing better balance, and you'll feel so much better afterwards. But most people actually don't experience that. Most people just feel great after it. And one thing to do after the treatment, always remember to drink lots of water and try and rest if you can, because as I say, there'll be changes going through your body, and there are toxins leaving your body. And so drinking lots of water is great after a treatment. So can you train in Reiki? Well, yes, you can. You can be attuned. It's called a Reiki attunement. And there are 3 different levels. You can have level 1, where you do your level 1, and that means that you can self-heal using Reiki. And then you have your level 2, where you can then practice on other people. And then you can become a Reiki master. And that means that you get a deeper level of healing, a deeper understanding of it. And also you can then attune other people and teach other people to become Reiki practitioners. So, and one other thing as well, and very important just at this particular moment in time, is distance healing. You don't have to be in the same room as someone. When you're doing the Reiki treatments, some practitioners will do hands-on. I personally prefer hands-on treatment, but others will just hold their hands above the body because the energy flows through. And in the same way, you can do distance healing. I do a lot of healing for clients in the UK, for example, but I can do them in other parts of Spain, anywhere in the world. Because if you think of like using a mobile, you're not attached to that person. You're miles away from someone quite often when you're speaking to them on a mobile, and yet you can hear them. But that's energy. And so in the same way, distance healing can send energy anywhere in the world. And it is an absolutely wonderful and miraculous thing. And I suppose that's another question, is there any scientific proof for this? Well, they've done a lot of tests, and more they are coming to the realization that yes, energy healing does work. It does have changes to the body, and that distance healing also works. So I hope that's given you a little idea of Reiki and what it can offer you. It is an amazing treatment. It is absolutely gorgeous. Such a nice treatment to have, and it really is wonderful. The difference it can make in people's lives, and I've just seen that with my clients. So if you want a Reiki treatment, make sure you go to a qualified Reiki practitioner. I practice down in Torx Costa in Laguna Beach at the Rebecca Curtis Wellness Centre. I also can do treatments up at La Vaqueria in Benamagosa. So you can contact me through Facebook, Heavenly Healing Torx. And yes, I would love to see you. And I'm sure you would really, really enjoy your treatment. And if you've got any other questions, just send me a message on Facebook and I'll answer them. So thank you very much. Bye.